Second inning showdown tutorial. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, this is Hopeful Chewbacca back at the Church of Chewbacca, and today we're going to go over the second inning tutorial. I'm going to show you how to get the 35,000 XP you get for the second inning by completing this showdown. And the way I'm going to go about is I'm going to go over each and every single one of these mini missions on how to attack them, as well as what pitchers and players you'll be facing, as well as how to attack the final boss, which I'm assuming is going to be the relief pitcher, Lee Smith. That's typically how the final showdowns work. We're going to go over initially with the draft so you guys kind of know who to draft. Before we get into that, as you guys all know, I've already said it before more than once, we're going to be giving away a $25 gift card for PlayStation or Xbox, depending on which system you're on, if we get up to 1,500 subscribers. So let's get that subscriber count up there and up to that 1,500. Let's get into it. So before we start this draft, I'm going to show you how you get into the showdown itself, and then I'll go over the draft, and we'll knock out all these mini missions as well and let you know how to approach each one. So one of two ways to get to the showdown is to go into the second inning program, go down to second inning showdown, hit X, and it will take you to this screen, which will allow you to get into the second inning showdown. Voila, you're into the second inning showdown. Now, if you don't want to go through the second inning program, the other way to get this second inning showdown is like this. Go to single player modes on your play tab here. Then you're going to go over to showdowns, pop into showdowns. Voila, you're back in the second inning showdown. That is the two ways to get here. In case you're a little bit confused about the menus, a newer player, maybe you just picked up the game this week. Just want to show all the new guys how to get to the showdown. And it does have a 500 stub entrance fee, which you should have at least 500 stubs. Let's go in here and do the draft. I'll go over some of the guys and who you should probably pick, at least in the first couple rounds of the draft, and then some suggestions. As you guys know, these showdowns come with a Google Doc, which will be in the first comment about an hour or so after the video comes out, breaking down exactly how I would approach each one of the missions other than what this video provides. That way you guys also have a cheat sheet to help you guys out as well. So entering into the draft, the first round is always going to be the exact same. It's going to be the three bosses, which is Don Mattingly, Jason Bay, and Lee Smith, as well as a Tops Now card. Now, I'm going to take Jason Bay every single time. If you want to take Don Mattingly, by all means, go for it. But one of these two guys should be the answer to this. Rhys Hoskins actually isn't bad, but I'm going to go with Jason Bay as he's just a better hitter than Rhys Hoskins is. You don't need a pitcher, so there's no point to pick Lee Smith. In the second round, you're going to get an option for one of the future star players or a random special card on the side here. Although I really do love Roberto Clemente, he's not better than either Brad Miller or Austin Riley. I think Austin Riley is more balanced than Brad Miller is, but I can see the appeal of Brad Miller as Lee Smith is the final boss, and I love Brad Miller's swing. Even though he's going to be a little bit of a downside if you have to face left-handed pitchers, I'm actually going to go with Brad Miller over this Austin Riley, even though Austin Riley is a little bit more balanced, because I do like Brad Miller a little bit more than the Austin Riley, especially because you get a righty versus lefty matchup. In this third round, you're going to get these gold players. You get the Rhys Hoskins, which is another option as his gold, but you can get Michael Young or Ryan Klesko. Klesko obviously mashes righties, and Lee Smith is going to be at the end of this, so we're going to go with a righty. We do not need a pitcher right now, so stay away from Catfish Hunter. The next round is going to be, guess what, all relief pitchers. So pick the one you like the most. I think that Chad Green has really good nines. So does this Giovanni Gallegos. And so does Luis Gil. Luis Gil is just not that accurate, but as you can see, 99 hits per 9. Let's see what Gallegos is playing for 105. Even Andrew Miller on most days is a good option. I'm going to go with Gallegos because he's actually better than these other options playing up. I think he's better than Green even. Yeah, he is slightly better than Green, so we'll go with Gallegos because he's playing up. Next, they're going to force you to pick a starting pitcher. Same concept. Wheeler, Talion, Rodriguez, or Kopeck. Kopeck actually has the best raw numbers. However, he's playing down 5 points today, so we're going to stay away from Kopeck. I guess I'll go with Rodriguez just because he has the best hits per 9. Next up, you're going to get a random silver round and just kind of pick the best hitter out of the bunch. Frank Thomas mashes lefties. I don't know how many lefties you're going to be facing. O'Neal's super fast, so could be useful as like a pinch runner or something in the showdown if needed. I'm going to go with O'Neal even though he's playing down slightly just because of that. Now we get to the next round here. We got DeJong, who's a pretty decent option. Obviously, oh wow, we're going to have to pick this Robinson Cronus because he just has some nasty numbers. Even though I do love Brian Hayes and Bader's another fast guy, we'll pick the catcher here just because of those ridiculous power numbers. Now we get some bronzes here. Really, you're just picking the best hitter out of these bunch. We'll go with Ronaldo Torres here. And now you get some options for perks. I think one of the better perks is Heart Attack for early on, I guess, if you're losing. If you're not losing, it's not that great. For the perks, you really early on want to get like Insider Information, Oppo Taco, or the one that's for down the middle. Those are the 3 you really want to get early because they're going to give you boosts, at least if guys are on base. Some of the other ones, like you're never losing in some of these mini missions, so like this Heart Attack might never be useful. And always at the very beginning, you want to go to your lineup and make sure your best players are in, because sometimes they'll bench guys like this Tyler O'Neill. No reason to bench him. I guess he's an outfielder, and we have other outfielders. Well, Klesko, I think, can play first base, so why don't we put him here? And then we'll put O'Neill right here, and voila. And I don't know why JT Riddle's playing over Benintendi. That doesn't make any sense. We'll put Benintendi over there at right field, and pretty much we have what we have for our lineup. Obviously, it's not the best starting out, and then you want to make sure you stack your lineup with the best hitters early on. So we'll put up O'Neill up here. I don't know why this Mejia is playing so high batting, but we'll get some of these guys up a little bit higher, and that's kind of what we're going to go with. Start off with Klesko, then O'Neill, Bay, Miller. That's how we're going to start our lineup. Let me know how you guys started your lineup in the comments down below. Would love to hear from you guys. I'm going to knock out all of these mini missions as well as the first showdown and then these rest of these mini missions so I get to the final boss. I'll come back and explain each one of the missions. And then this time around, I'll actually give you gameplay on the final boss, whatever I'm at, whether it's 15 to 15, 13 to 15, or 0 to 15, 20 final outs, and kind of give you strategies on how to attack this lead while actually playing against them. Hopefully it'll help some of you guys out, since I know some of you have struggled against that Valenzuela because you didn't just know how to approach him at the plate. Anyways, I'll be right back after I knock out all these mini missions so we know exactly what they are. See you guys shortly. Okay, so we're back here after playing through all of the mini missions. As you guys can see, the score is 13 to 15. I'm going to go over each one of these mini missions, and you'll see the pitchers pop up that are pitching to you in these mini missions, as well as you will have a mention of the batters you have to face whenever you're doing the one mission where you have to bring in your closing pitcher. So let's go through these mini missions, and I'll go over my squad and show you my lineup and kind of why I picked the players that I picked whenever they were options for diamond players or gold players throughout doing this. Obviously, you've seen the initial draft that we just went over. So let's go through each mini mission. The first mini mission is number 300. It is on rookie. It's based off of Lee Smith. You're going to face Lee Smith with 2 runners on in the 9th inning to tally 1 run. The Lee Smith you're facing is the boss Lee Smith, the 95 overall closing pitcher. You have a man on first and second base. Start off with your leadoff hitter. You want to talk about some bad luck in a mini mission is I hit a line drive, so I couldn't tag up. Then I hit a ground ball, but I didn't have enough time to run home because my guy on second base was a little bit slower. So I started to run, but I knew I was going to get gunned out. Then I hit a fly ball, and the left fielder gunned me out at home trying to tag up the score. That's why we did not complete this one. Overall, the biggest thing about Lee Smith is he throws the ball very hard, so you got to focus on that fastball upper when he hangs a fork ball or a slider. You want to jump on that. It's only on rookie, though, for one final showdown run. If you don't get it, you don't get it. It's not the end of the world. Next up, we have Canada's Best based off of Jason Bay. It's on rookie difficulty. You have to get 4 total bases. A total base means that you have to get a base hit, and for every base you get on that base hit is a total base. So if you hit a single, you get 1 total base, a double 2 total bases, triple 3 total bases, a home run 4 total bases. So first batter just hit a home run and the challenge is over. That's the best way to go about it. You get 3 innings to do this. You cannot give up 2 runs. The pitcher you are facing is the live series Mitch Keller. Pretty easy. Keller doesn't throw too hard. Just focus on the fastball. Once again, drive it. Only on rookie. Should be able to knock that one out for a run. Next is the Bombers, and this is the only one where you have to pitch in. You have a 1-run lead in the bottom of the 9th facing Don Mattingly and the Yankees. To close out the game, don't blow the save. The 3 batters you face, at least the first 3, are Mattingly, of course, the boss, 95 overall. Then Giancarlo Stanton live series and Aaron Judge live series. The Stanton and Judge have very, very low contact numbers, so you should be able to strike them out. Throw the fastballs high and in, and then throw your changeup low and away or low and peer. They should strike out. It's only on rookie. Not too bad. Easily knocked that one out. The next mini mission is Big Lee, also on rookie, because he led the majors in saves. Facing him in a save situation, tally 1 run. Once again, facing Lee Smith. Unfortunately, did not get this one done either. I got a man on second base, could not get him to score. He got on second base with 2 outs. A little bit unfortunate, but hey, it happens. The Lee Smith rookie missions really aren't that bad. You just have to make sure you focus when hitting him. He does have really high hits per 9, so it's not the end of the world if you don't get these 2 rookie missions. You're only missing out on 2 final showdown runs. These are the only 2 missions that I did not get the check mark for, so don't worry about it too much. You can still get 13 out of 15, I think, relatively easily. The next mini mission is Donnie Baseball based off of Don Mattingly, and essentially You have to get 2 hits without giving up 2 runs in 2 innings against the Yankees. You're facing Jameson Taillon. Another guy throws a fastball not too hard, throws a lot of them, should easily be able to hit him. It's on rookie. Super easy one. If you do have to face them while pitching, just same thing, high and inside, changeups down low. You should be able to strike out most of the Yankees. Not all of them have very good contact. Then we have the mini showdown versus Michael Kopeck. And essentially, this is Future Stars card. He does have outlier 1, so he will throw the ball 102. Expect to see that a lot. You're only down 1 run, though, so you have to score 2 runs with 12 outs. Overall, I think it's relatively easy. It is on veteran. Watch out for his fastball, especially if it's a high fastball. He does throw at 102, so if you can't catch up to it, wait for him to hang the slider. You should easily be able to hit him when he hangs the slider. He's going to throw a lot of fastballs, but he will hang his slider. That's the advice I have for this Kopeck. Sup, Bebe is based off of Jason Bay. Another challenge that is on rookie. It's the last of the challenges that are on rookie for the mini missions. You have to get 3 hits, including 1 extra base hit without giving up 3 hits in 3 innings. This time around, you're not facing the Keller. This time you're facing around Chad Kuhl. As you see, he just popped up on the screen. He's a decent pitcher. He throws a lot of straight pitches. He doesn't have a lot of movement on them, and he hangs his off speed. He's very easy to hit, in my opinion. I did this actually in 1 inning. I got a home run and 2 singles. I think you guys will be able to knock it out as well for the 2 final showdown runs. Next, we have Ocho based off of Austin Riley's Future Stars card. It's on veteran difficulty. You have to get 4 total bases in 2 innings without giving up 2 runs. You are facing Charlie Morton's live series card. He's a sinker baller, so be careful that you're not chasing the sinker down and low in the zone. Make him bring it up. All of these pitchers, when you're playing against a computer, always make them bring the pitches up. Focus on the middle and high stuff. That's how you're going to beat these missions the easiest. Moving on, we have Rat based off of Brad Miller. Tally 2 extra base hits without giving up 2 hits in 3 innings. I think this is probably the hardest mission based off of what you have to do for the 2 runs. You do get a diamond perk in this one, as you can see in 2 final showdown runs. The pitcher you're facing is Zach Wheeler from the Philadelphia Phillies. Another guy that throws the ball pretty hard, but a very straight fastball. It's nothing too crazy. And you should already have Brad Miller, and Brad Miller was super clutch for me on this run. He's definitely a must pick in that initial draft, as I mentioned. Looking at professional hitter for the next mini mission, based off of Michael Young, it's on veteran. Tally 1 hit in 1 inning, and you're going to be facing Kyle Gibson's base card. Once again, this is a thing that in 1 inning, you can have some mess-ups and possibly fail this mission, but overall, I think it's a pretty easy mission. If you fail any of these missions and you feel like you need to have so many runs before you do the final showdown, try the final showdown, and if you don't complete it the first time, just play the showdown over. Honestly, if you get to this point, you're probably making all your money back in your stubs anyways, plus you've already gotten a free pack if you're all the way to this point. Just play the final showdown. If for whatever reason you're not successful, it's not the end of the world. Just replay it. This video will help you do that, obviously. But for whatever reason, if you're not getting enough runs that you need for the final showdown, don't stress about it. Just replay it. It's not the end of the world. For Kopi here, the last mini mission is, once again, you have to face Michael Kopeck's Future Stars card. Tally 1 hit in 1 inning. Another one that if you just get a little bit unlucky, you might not get complete. I completed it. Actually, I hit a ball with Joey Gallo's 42 series. It hit off the glove of Nick Madrigal, and I got safe on a close bang-bang play. If not, I would have got 3 outs. So it's possible. I got a little bit lucky, hit off the heel of his glove. It is what it is. 2 final showdown runs, which leaving us 13-15 to face the final showdown against the Lee Smith 95 overall closing pitcher. Have 20 outs to score 3 runs. Should be doable. Let's look at my squad real quick. So the squad that I have set up is obviously lefty heavy, as he's a right-handed pitcher. You can see I got Jason Bay, Acuna as the only righties. Then I have Harper, Brad Miller, Gallo, Klesko, Tomei, and Grandal as all guys that will bat left-handed against him. On the bench, I have Adam Eaton, who I'll probably bring in as a lefty, or I could bring in Brian Reynolds. Not really sure, so I'm going to bring in probably Eaton to start. So those are my guys that I'm going to use offensively. Acuna should probably be a little bit higher up in the lineup, but he is a righty, so I'm going to let it go, put him at the bottom. Hopefully, he can generate some stuff from the bottom here, get some guys on so that the top of that order, like the Bryce Harpers, can drive them in if I haven't already got the 3 runs. I would go lefty heavy when you're picking. It can make some of the mini missions a little bit harder, but a guy like this Joey Gallo that has like the max fielding or whatever, you can play him at second base. It's fine. Like, he does become a common fielder, but he's still better than like a regular silver or crappy bronze or whatever player that you have anyway defensively, because he does have a great arm still. So just something to think about. The positioning for the final showdown does not matter at all, so put your best 8 hitters in there and then sub in your 9th best hitter for the pitcher whenever he comes up if you get to that point. But this is my lineup. Go lefty heavy. I think that's the most important thing against this Lee Smith. All right, boys, as promised, I told you that this is one of the few showdowns, and maybe I'll do it every time if you guys really enjoy it, that I will show you how to attack the final showdown pitcher. In this case, it is Lee Smith. It's on veteran difficulty. We have to score 3 runs with 20 outs. Let's see how we can do this. Let's get in here and knock it out. All right, boys, we're in here. Lee Smith, first pitch against Bryce Harper. Let's see what we can do. As you can see, Lee Smith is no wind-up here. He's just going to throw his heat down the middle. You want to be very patient when you're batting against Lee Smith here. Don't force anything. Just be patient. If you have to put the controller down, look, I don't even have the controller in my hand. If you want to wait till 2 strikes, wait till 2 strikes. He is a closer, so you want to work his pitch count, especially if you have to score more than 3 runs. Just work his pitch count. There's no need. Now you have 2 strikes. Pick up the controller if you're not a patient hitter. Now I'm pretty patient, so I probably could have left the controller in my hand. But you'll have to teach guys somehow. Fouled that one off. Is a little bit out of the strike zone, as you can see. Not a big deal by any means. We're just going to sit here and fight against that Lee Smith. Boom. We hit one up the middle. Let's see if that drops. It's going to drop down. First base hit with Bryce Harper. We're already hitting this Lee Smith a little bit. Once again, what you got to do is focus. You see he's throwing that fastball. I focus on the fastball. Hit it with some good swing timing. That's what you want to see whenever we're talking about this. Once again, I'm going to make him throw to me. Make him use those pitches. That's the biggest thing that you want to see, is him using those pitches, if I'm being 100% honest. Because when he's using the pitches, he's going to wear himself down. You might get a free base runner, anything like that. Right now, well, that was a meatball. I probably should have hit that for a home run and got 2 runs. But hey, you know what? We're patient. We don't want to force anything. We have a man on first. You do not want to hit into the double play. That's another big thing when doing showdowns. Do not hit into double plays. Try to hit balls that are up in the zone, because if it's up in the zone, it'll probably be a fly ball rather than a ground ball. So we want to avoid the double play here, so let's see what we can do. And I swung at a terrible pitch. It happens. He hit me with the cutter. I thought it was a fastball off his hand. It's a little bit unfortunate for me. It is not the end of the world. Strikeouts don't really matter in this that much. That's only 1 out. If you're just going to throw me meatballs, I'm probably going to have to swing on first pitches here. Holy moly. Let's see what we can do here for this Jason Bay. Oh, missed it. Hit me with a cutter again. Oh, no, he gave me a 4-seam fastball. Well, boys, don't fall for the forkball when you think it's a fastball. I was way, way early. It's unfortunate. Just ring them up. There we go. That should be a base hit. Maybe not. Wow. Diving catch by, what's that, Tyler O'Neill in center field? Pretty good play. Yeah, Lee Smith, you can celebrate for now, buddy. Celebrate for now. Not much we could do there. Hit a good. It happens. Not the end of the world. Oh, missed the fastball. I should have hit that one pretty good. So. Some good patience, as you guys seen. We're looking for it. Missed it. Got underneath it a little bit. That's okay. It happens. Misplaced the PCI. Roll it back here. We got 16 outs so to play with to score 3 runs. Not the end of the world.
Now back, the third baseman, Jim Kopeck.
There we go. That's in the gap, baby. We're shopping. We are shopping for runs, and we're going to score at least 1 here. That's big. That's going to put the pressure, knock down Smith's confidence a little bit. Harper gets all the way around from first base. That's what we like to see. So he got that nice, good timing. Now, as you can see, I'm holding R2, so he's not going to pitch. His confidence was up there a little bit past halfway because he struck out a couple guys. We knocked that down a little bit there with Tomei. But as you can see, we only have 20 pitches here in the bottom right corner. And then look at his energy. He's almost a fourth of the way down already. So he's not going to have a lot of pitches, so he starts to fatigue. I should not have swung at that forkball. It happens. It happens to the best of us. Way ahead of it. Probably a home run if I'm not ahead of that, to be honest. It was a home run if I'm not ahead of it. Unfortunate. Sometimes what you can do, too, with 2 strikes if you want, you can contact swing. Obviously, I missed that one. But if you contact swing, it can help, too. Just behind it. Well, it says very late, but it's okay. Hit that one hard. Just, once again, you got to look for high pitches. That's on me. You need to be a little more patient, forcing it a little bit. I'm going to bet Adam Eaton here in the pinch hit roll.
Now coming in the pinch hit, Adam Eaton.
Oh, that's trouble. That is not trouble. Damn.
The right fielder, number 3.
All right, we got Bryce Harper here. Backdoor slider. Hate to see it. Hate to see it. Bye, ball. See you later. Game over. Send them packing. See, look. That pitch we just hit right there was a hung slider. That's what I mean. You got to wait for him to hang his slider, but you can't hit his fastball. Look at that. Boom. Bryce Harper ends it. The showdown is over. We absolutely smashed them. I mean, we only need to score 3 runs, but that was big right there. Obviously, Bryce Harper got a butter smooth swing in this game, as many of you guys know. I've talked about it before. We got some stuff from the second inning program, but obviously the Showdown Reward was some packs for the game reward. This is from the program because I got to level 12 or whatever I got to for getting that 35,000 XP, so we completed it. I mean, that's what we wanted to do. Boom, success. We've obviously completed the showdown. Resume your draft or whatever it's going to say. Mission success, showdown done. Boom, that's what we wanted to see. And got it every single time. Follow my rules. You learn how to hit against some guys. You need any help, let me know in the comments down below. I'll be happy to help you. But that's going to wrap it up. We completed the second inning showdown. I even did a playthrough against Lee Smith. Obviously, I struggled a little bit early on, but once again, just don't stress. You've seen the guy made a diving catch on me. I wasn't too worried about it. I knew I needed to score the runs I needed to run, and I was confident that I could do that. So that's what happened. We did it. That's what you want to see. I've already mentioned at the beginning of the video, we're doing a $25 gift card giveaway if we get the 1,500 subscribers. So let's get the channel up to that many subscribers and then have it keep growing after that, because guess what? Every different milestone, we're going to be doing giveaways for gift cards to just get this channel popping. On top of that, I appreciate all the support that you guys always give me. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video with any of your friends that play MLB The Show 21. You guys have a great day and be safe.